Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, Shave in Solitude. My name is Siraj, and first and foremost, wish all of you guys a very happy new year. I hope that 2026 is a phenomenal year for all of you and your loved ones. All right, so what are we going to do today? Well, today we're going to be talking about the slant razor. Now, I don't know whether you guys got a chance to see one of the videos which I did where I talked about a 4-pack razor head package that I had picked up, or bundle rather, that I picked up from Maggard razors. And I will leave a link to that video in case you want to check it out. So one of the razor heads which I had ordered was a slant razor. I had absolutely no clue what a slant was. I mean, I had read about it a little bit, but I had never shaved with it, so I really didn't know how good or bad it's going to be. So of the 4 razor heads that I got, my favorite one was the slant razor. I just absolutely loved it. And what I loved about it is it cut my hair so smoothly, and I was surprised that how would something which doesn't even sit straight cut the hair in this way. So that made me want to get into a little bit more details of what does a slant razor do. So let's see. This is a regular razor. This is my 6S. This is a slant razor. So obviously, I mean, you can see the slanted portion of it, but the way that a regular razor cuts your hair is it goes ahead and it just chops the hair down in a straight line, right? It works. I'm not saying that it doesn't work. However, in a slant razor, what happens is that rather than chopping the hair, it slices the hair. So you might say, hey, Siraj, what difference does that make? Well, think about your skin as a tomato for a second. Okay, let's say you have a chopping board here, a tomato on top of it, right? Now, if you were to take a very sharp knife and you're trying to chop the tomato, chances are, because the tomato is slightly soft and squishy, just like your face, your hair, it's not rock hard, right? Your hair does move. So when you're trying to go ahead and chop the tomato, that's going to go ahead, that's just going to squish the tomato, right? That's not going to go ahead and cut it. However, if you change the angle, let's say this is your knife, and you go ahead and you slice it like this, you'll know that the tomato is going to be cut a lot more easily without the squishing taking part. That is exactly what is happening in a slant razor. Okay, what it's doing is it is actually slicing your hair rather than chopping your hair. A lot of people say it's like the French guillotine. Luckily, we were not living at that time. But yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense, right? If you look at pictures of that, I'll try to go ahead and I'll put up a picture. You'll see again that the blade is angled in this way. So as and when, sorry about this, but as and when I try to chop off somebody's head, rather than try to chop the whole thing in one single go, it used to start at an angle and then slice the head off. So that is exactly what happens here. Now, the second thing that happens is, apart from the slicing motion, whenever you're putting a blade in a slant razor, obviously, given the fact that there's a slant, the blade is going to twist a little bit, right? Now, with that twisting, what happens is it increases the torsion on the blade. It makes it more rigid, right? And one of the things that we've heard about in safety razors is because the blade is slightly pliable, in case the clamping is not done properly, you can experience something called as blade chatter. In a slant razor, because the blade is twisted, the chatter is kept at a minimum. Number 3 is obviously the angle, right? So when you're going to go ahead and start shaving with this, let's say that, and guys, when you are shaving with a slant, shave like you would shave as a normal razor, right? Just because it's got a slant doesn't mean you change the way that you shave. So when you're shaving it in a straight line, what is happening is this portion of the blade starts to cut the hair first, and then it follows up like this. So it's more like a scissor action rather than just a direct chop. So that can makes it feel a lot more smoother. So those are a few of the main things which make a slant razor different compared to a regular safety razor. And once I started going down this particular rabbit hole, I went ahead and I did my research, and I thought, hey, you know what? Let's go ahead, let's see what are some of the most famous slant razors which are there in the market. Again, with the purpose of going ahead and showcasing it to you people, lovely people who go ahead, who watch my videos. Primarily, I'm not saying that you need to buy it, but just in case if you've been thinking about it, I'm hoping that my videos will at least give you a point of view on how is it that it shaves. So over the next, I would say couple of months, for every week, I'm going to release a video once every week. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to do a review of multiple slant razors. I'll obviously take you through the price points, the blade caps, the blade exposures in case they are listed on the website, what is it made of, and obviously tell you how I think it shaves, right? So just a little bit of a flavor of some of the videos that you guys are going to go ahead and see. So the very first razor that we are going to review is going to be the Timeless Slant. Okay, this is what I would say is a perfect for a beginner slant if you're just getting into this particular slant razor hobby, right? And then we're going to move to some of the more better known ones. For example, the Merkur 37C. We are definitely going to revisit the Maggard's slant head, just in case if you guys want to pick up something really cheap just to go ahead and try it out. We are going to be looking at the Pearl semi-slant. Again, very good if you're just going ahead and just starting off and you don't want to get into a huge slant, just something gentle to try it out. We are also going to be looking at the Fatip Lo Storto. I hope I said it right. We are going to be looking at the slant razor from Phoenix Shaving. This is again very well known. A lot of people really like it. We are going to review the Razor Rock Slant that you see on the screen right now. We're going to take a look at a couple of options from China. This is a dual comb slant razor made by Shield Razors. This is one scary looking thing made by Yachi. In case somebody wants to go ahead and shave with this, we'll do a review of this one as well. And last but not the least, we will end our slant series with the Rex console. So in case if you have been planning to buy any of these slant razors, before you spend the money, if you can give me some time, go through my review, see how is it that it shaves, see the specifications, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you guys have with the main purpose of helping you make your purchase decision.